Well,
Hello, everyone. Sorry, yes, not just Saoirse. It's to everyone, our worldwide audience, Saoirse.
absolutely. Welcome to our first Library Cafe of semester two. We're back. We're back in business.
We
And
are, Saoirse. It's great to be back again. We're sounding very positive, Saoirse, here today. We've myself and Saoirse been practicing sounding positive from home.
even though we're
So
in
I,
the same
we
position.
the same position, and we didn't really think we would be, and I'm sure many of you watching this didn't think you would be as well, but we really just wanted to say hi to everyone, and I suppose see how everybody is doing. How have you been finding it, Saoirse?
It was a difficult January. I think everybody felt that, including the students who had exams, and those exams I'm sure were challenging as well. But we're coming into semester two now, and we have plans to support you. And going to be continuing the Library Cafe. We're going to be bringing you some great content. We'll be talking about that in a little bit with some more
Yeah.
collaborations. But the first thing is the great news. We've access to a new resource, Anya, don't we?
We do, we do, Saoirse. This isn't sounding anyway rehearsed, is it? No, we're really pleased to say that thanks to, after a lot of work by the library and other partners, the university like IT services, we're going to be able to offer all our users access to EndNote X9 or EndNote Desktop. So now you might be wondering, well, what's that about, or like why is it even relevant? And I know, Saoirse, you're going to share something there for us now just to give
Yep.
some examples. So all we want to say today is that this is the desktop version of EndNote, and the slide Saoirse is sharing with you shows some of the examples. Some of you might already use EndNote online, and that means you can access your references that you
Mhm.
save anywhere. So that's a brilliant resource. EndNote
Absolutely.
Desktop is a little bit the opposite. It allows you to download a version of EndNote that sits on your device, on your laptop. And then there's a number of features that make it sometimes a better option for you. Things like being able to store unlimited PDFs, getting access to lots of referencing styles, and so on. But
Yeah.
there is a place for both of them. And I mean, the great thing is that this is something which everybody now has access to, because before, if you wanted this, you had to individually or through your department get it.
Yeah.
So I think today, Saoirse, all I wanted to say to people in our opening Library Cafe is that this is going to go live from Monday, the
Yeah.
8th of February. Next week is also Love Data Week, which is a week of really good presentations around the whole area of data and data management. And we're going to be promoting EndNote during that week as well. So there's some talks
Yeah.
on using it next week. In We have a guide, a referencing guide, as you know, and we've got all the latest information on using EndNote there. But look, keep an eye on our social media and
Yeah.
on the library homepage, because all of that information will be up there, and we'll be providing lots of support to all our users for it during the coming months.
Yeah, and as Anya just said, you will see this little graphic floating around on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook next week, as well as all the information on Love Data Week as well. So stay tuned for that. But going back to basics, I suppose, Anya, we're now in another semester. Where do our students go and staff when we're looking for information, those updates on our services with the restrictions changing and things like that? Where do they go?
That's it, Saoirse. I mean, you've hit the nail on the head, and this is what's being asked about. And we got questions in. Thank you to those of you who responded to us on Instagram and asked us the questions. Understandably, people were saying to us, "What way can we use the library in
Yeah,
this period of further restrictions where we were very much limited? You guys are all at home. We're all at home,
yeah,
and as a result, due to the level 5 restrictions, the library is still open in the sense that there's lots you can do, and I'll talk to you about that in a second. The only big change at the moment is the study spaces that we were offering. You can't access the library for study spaces at the moment. So
yeah.
until things have changed, and we'll advise you when that is. There are other study spaces available on campus, and those details are available on the university website. So if you want to go to our old friend, the Working Remotely guide for a second, and we might
Absolutely.
just highlight a couple of things that you'll be familiar with already, guys, and maybe you're going to be a bit sick of us telling you about them. But I think that it's still, so Saoirse's just navigating there. You
Yeah,
can
just so
see
you
on
know where to
screen,
get it.
she's going into our guides and tutorials section. and she's scrolling down now to find our working remotely guide at the bottom of the list. And the other place that that comes up is from the home page in our scrolling toolbar across the top. And we're always promoting it on social media. So the page that we're at the moment, we're doing a great piece of work on the guide at the moment, actually. So the guide is going to be looking a little bit different over the coming weeks, and we're constantly changing it, I suppose, to reflect the point in time we're at. But right now, this page you're on is the best place to find out what you can do on campus and what you can do elsewhere. So just again to remind you, there's a huge range of online resources. We can probably confidently say, Saoirse, I think, that if you need something for your course, core material, content for an assignment, you're going to find that in a digital format. It mightn't be everything that you need, and it mightn't be the exact item that you need, but that, again, that's what we're there for. We'll help you find material if you're not finding the exact item you want. And remember, your lecturers are fully aware of that, and they've worked with us to make sure as much digital content is available to you as possible. So that's the first thing. The library's open online. The second two things we want to mention, and Saoirse has just highlighted them for you there, is click and collect book retrieval. So we're continuing to offer our click and collect service. You request the item you want using the form on our working remotely guide or on our website. When you've done that, the book is available, it'll be made available to you, and it'll be in a bag in the entrance area, in the foyer, for you to collect at the designated times. And that's open to everybody. The other option on the other side of the screen, just a bit further down, is our digital on demand service. So this has just been extended to all our postgraduate students. So anyone who's a research postgraduate or thought postgraduate, it means that we have a process where we can digitize certain resources for you. So these would be physical resources you need, and we'll carry out a digitization exercise and make that available to you. Second thing. And then the final service that you should remember, and it's open to everybody free of charge at present, is our interlibrary loan service. So if you have been looking for information and you've checked online and you've come to us for our help and you've looked to see if it's available as a click and collect item, and if you're still not able to find it, you could take a look and ask us to check if it's available in another library, and hopefully they would be in a position to loan an item, to scan it and deliver it in the form of a journal article, and we will do our very best for you on that. And again, how do you do that? It's all there on that page that Saoirse is showing at the moment. You fill out a form and we'll get back in touch with you. And one way or another, we'll do our very best to provide you with help to get material. So I think that's everything was there. I know we were going to show, but I don't think we have a picture there, Saoirse, or do we? We were going to mention that we tried to jazz up our click and collect bags with an image taken from some of the guides we have created, and one of our team, Carol, came up with this idea, and we put up oh good one, you have it there
now.
There is the picture. So this is taken from, you might remember last semester we made a big thing about our welcome booklet, and we took some of the images from that, and it's just a little reminder to people that we have all these online guides and tutorials. And our colleague Carol came up with a really nice sticker to put on the bags. And
it's a little bit blurred now, Áine, but I'm trying to zoom in so they can see
the idea. No, I think it looks great. So fair play to Carol for that, and huge thanks to all our staff at the front desk. You'd be used to coming in and meeting with the desk. They're still working really hard behind the scenes, even though physically that desk might be closed, because they're the people who come in every day and organise those click and collect services. And so one other thing then we want to just, you mentioned at the beginning, we were saying we have really good plans for this semester. We're going to be, hopefully keeping you all company, hopefully not annoying you too much. But we wanted to, Saoirse, you were going to just mention a couple of things we're going to try and do this semester to support the students.
Yeah, so just to actually recap, I suppose, on semester one, myself and Áine created a poster for a conference in January that Maynooth University were hosting. I'm going to share my screen so we can actually show you, and hopefully I can zoom in so you can see it as well. So this is the poster dropping into the Library Café, and I suppose it just goes through everything that we were trying to accomplish in semester one. So that was offering that support to students during the challenging few months that we had, promoting our resources, letting you guys know what we have, our online collections, how you get access, and then of course increasing that student engagement. We knew that that was going to be so important last year and this year, because you know, we're working from home, you're working from home, and just so you know that we are here and we are available, even though we're not in the typical library building. But it was a great poster. Myself and Anya won a prize for the best poster, which we
I
were
was waiting to
delighted
see if you'd
with.
mention it, Saoirse. I was going to mention it. Yeah, we won a prize.
We are
And
very
Saoirse,
proud
as
of it.
we were. We're going to tell everyone about it. But I think, Saoirse, one of the nicest things that people really liked hearing about and that we were pleased with was that this informal discussion that we have here and that we do once a week, and we're going to keep going on a range of different themes. We got great engagement from you guys, which is brilliant.
Yeah,
And you asked us
absolutely.
questions. You can see there we had some really high viewing figures
Yeah,
for our events at different times. And we reached out to more students who maybe weren't aware that, oh gosh, the library is on social media, or the library does provide me with support in this. And that's what matters to us. So I think, Saoirse, this semester we're going to have a new kind of approach to what we're covering. We're really trying to, the key phrase we're going to use is scaling to success. So we have
yeah,
some nice images. Saoirse's doing super work on some nice material on this, whereby we want to really offer you opportunities by doing things a certain way, by having best practice around your time management,
yeah.
around your kind of approach to well-being and structure, that will allow you achieve success in these difficult times. And they are still really difficult times, and we've
There.
got some great ideas about the ways we can do that. And I think we've learned a lot from your feedback and your engagement. So welcome back, I guess, and thank you. And we look forward to meeting you throughout the semester. And Saoirse, is there anything else you want to say before we sign off today?
I think it's just that feedback that we got and that engagement. So keep it up when we're
Yeah.
putting those questions out and those polls. You know, your voice really matters. It helps us to you know, cater to your needs, to give you those supports that you need. So we really do cherish that feedback, and thanks for everything over last semester. But we're going to a new one now, and we can't wait to share with you our plans. So stay tuned for a new infographic, and yeah, the new Scaling to Success.
Brilliant. Thank you, Saoirse, and goodbye, everybody. Looking forward to seeing you in the coming weeks. Thanks a million.